Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now. Let's talk about the latest developments surrounding the Green Bay Packers, a team that's been navigating a season filled with both promise and peril. As we head into Week 4, the mood among Packers fans is a mix of cautious optimism and concern. And why wouldn't it be? The injury report just keeps growing, and it's starting to feel like the team is fighting an uphill battle before even stepping onto the field against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. The latest updates paint a picture of a Packers squad that's banged up, especially along their offensive line, which has been a critical area of focus all season long. Let's start with Anthony Belton, the second-round rookie who's been called up to bolster the right tackle spot. Belton, who showed promising flashes in training camp and the early part of the season, has unfortunately taken a hit. After participating limitedly in Wednesday's practice due to an ankle injury, he was downgraded on Thursday to a non-participant. That's never a good sign, especially when we're talking about a rookie trying to establish himself in the NFL. The timing couldn't be worse for Belton. The Packers are already dealing with injuries on the offensive line, and Belton's potential absence could be a major blow. You see, the starting right tackle, Zach Tom, has been hampered by an oblique injury since Week 2. Tom's been a reliable presence on the line, but if he's unable to go against the Cowboys, the Packers will be in a bind. ESPN's Adam Schefter has reported that the likelihood of Tom playing is pretty slim, and that puts the team in a tough spot. Belton, who stepped in during Week 3, looked like he was starting to settle in, but now, with his injury status uncertain, the Packers might have to turn to other options, namely Darian Kinnard, who they acquired in a trade with the Eagles during roster cutdowns. Darian Kinnard is an intriguing option. A seventh-round pick in 2027, the team traded a seventh-round pick for him specifically to add depth at tackle, knowing how injuries can pile up. But let's be honest, Kinnard has had limited opportunities so far. He's only played 36 snaps across 3 games, allowing 1 pressure on 14 pass-blocking snaps. He previously started 1 game for the Eagles at right tackle, but he's still an unproven commodity at this point. The Packers will surely be looking at him closely, especially if they're unable to get Tom or Belton on the field. And it's not just the right tackle position that's under the microscope. The left side of the line is also dealing with issues. Rasheed Walker, the starting left tackle, has been limited in practice with a quadriceps injury, while Aaron Banks, the starting left guard, has been sidelined with a groin injury since Week 3. Banks left early during the loss to the Browns, and his status for Sunday is uncertain. If both Walker and Banks can't go, the Packers might have to consider shifting Jordan Morgan, a former first-round pick, into the lineup. Morgan could slot in at right tackle or even move to left guard if necessary. What makes all of this even more pressing is the fact that the Packers are trying to maintain their momentum, sitting at 2-1 after 3 weeks. They've shown flashes of the team that could contend deep into January, but these injuries threaten to derail their season early on. The offensive line is the backbone of any successful team, and right now, it's the most vulnerable unit on the roster. The injury report doesn't stop there. The Packers are also monitoring other key players, including defensive lineman Carl Brooks, who's been limited with a foot injury, and safety Javon Bullard, who has been upgraded from a non-participant to a limited participant, indicating some progress. Tight end John Fitzpatrick has been dealing with a groin issue, and running back Josh Jacobs has been managing an ankle injury. Even tight end Tucker Kraft is dealing with a knee and elbow injury, highlighting how widespread the team's injury concerns are. Of particular interest is Micah Parsons, the Cowboys' star linebacker, who has been managing a back injury since being acquired earlier this month. Despite the injury, Parsons is expected to play, and his presence will be a major factor in the game. Parsons is one of the most disruptive defenders in the league, and having him on the field against the Packers' offense could be a game-changer. The Packers will need to find ways to neutralize him, possibly through quick passes or double teams, but it's never easy with a player of Parsons' caliber. Now, let's talk about the game itself. The Packers are heading into this matchup as underdogs, but don't count them out just yet. They've shown resilience and the ability to adapt, even amid adversity. Jordan Love, the young quarterback, has been growing steadily, showing flashes of the player the Packers hoped he would become when they drafted him. His arm talent and ability to extend plays have kept the offense afloat, but he'll need all of his weapons and his offensive line to be at their best against a tough Dallas defense. The Cowboys, led by their stout defense and a balanced offensive attack, have been a formidable opponent. Their defense is anchored by Parsons, who can change the complexion of the game with his pass rush and run-stopping ability. On offense, quarterback Dak Prescott has shown flashes of his best form, and with weapons like CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard, they can strike from anywhere on the field. The Packers will need to bring their A-game on both sides of the ball to stay competitive, especially with the injury issues along their offensive line. And let's not forget the importance of special teams and coaching. Matt LaFleur has been trying to keep his team focused despite the injury chaos, and the coaching staff will need to be creative with their play calling. The Packers have a talented roster, but with so many missing pieces, it's about execution and resilience. The game Sunday night will be a true test of their depth and mental toughness. Looking ahead, if the Packers can manage to get healthy, especially along the offensive line, they could still be in the mix for a deep playoff run. The NFC North is competitive, but the Packers have historically been a team that responds well to adversity. With the season still in its early stages, this game against the Cowboys could be a pivotal moment. If they pull off a win, it could boost their confidence and solidify their playoff ambitions. If they fall short, they'll need to regroup quickly, learn from the experience, and keep fighting. The NFL season is unpredictable, and injuries are part of the game, but the resilience of the Packers and their ability to adapt will be what defines their season. Fans are hoping for quick recoveries and a strong showing Sunday night. The energy in Lambeau Field, even with some key players sidelined, is always electric, and the team's fighting spirit is undeniable. As we look toward the game, keep an eye on those injury reports because the final decisions on who's in and who's out will shape the game plan. The Packers have a talented roster, but they'll need everyone at their best to overcome the challenges they face. The NFC North race is heating up, and every game counts. This one against Dallas is more than just a regular season matchup. It's a statement game, a test of the team's depth, resilience, and fighting spirit. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.